Breaking news has just reached us about a high-ranking government official who suddenly resigned after a federal investigation exposed something shocking. They've been secretly using your personal identity to cover up their illegal activities. This isn't just another corruption scandal. This is divine revelation happening right now to protect you from further damage. God is pulling back the curtain on this deception at exactly the right moment. Your name, your information, your reputation has been stolen and used as a shield for crimes you never committed. This urgent message comes with divine love to help. You understand what's been happening behind closed doors and how to protect yourself immediately. As you hear these words, know that God sees exactly how your identity has been misused by people in power. It's normal to feel shocked, angry, or violated when you learn that officials have been stealing from your very identity. But remember that divine protection is watching over you through this exposure. This revelation is your chance to reclaim what's yours and turn this violation into victory. You're receiving this message because there's still time to protect yourself before more damage is done to your name and reputation. Even when the corruption seems overwhelming and the system feels rigged against honest people like you, trust that this exposure is a blessing, because knowing the truth gives you power to fight back. Divine timing has brought this scandal to light exactly when you need to know about it most. As you process this revelation, let me explain exactly how this identity theft scheme worked against innocent people like you. Just like a master criminal wears a disguise to hide their true face, these officials have been wearing your identity as a mask to cover their illegal activities. The investigation revealed they've been using real people's names, social security numbers, addresses, and professional credentials to create false documents and fake authorizations for their corrupt dealings. This has been happening for months, possibly years, without your knowledge or consent. Your identity was specifically chosen because you represent the kind of honest, trustworthy person they needed to make their lies believable. They've been filing official paperwork using your information, creating fake accounts in your name, and even using your reputation to gain trust for their criminal enterprises. The investigation timeline shows this systematic theft began when these officials realized they needed clean identities to hide behind. Just like pulling back a heavy curtain reveals what was hidden in darkness, this divine exposure is showing you the truth about how your most personal information has been weaponized against your knowledge and against your will. This identity theft exposure is more than just breaking news or another political scandal. It's a spiritual wake-up call sent directly to your heart. God's mighty hand is working through earthly investigations to bring corruption into the light at precisely the moment when you're strong enough to handle this truth. Finding courage to face the reality of systematic deception takes spiritual strength that only comes from above. Divine justice doesn't always work on human timelines, but it always works perfectly. This violation of your identity becomes an opportunity for spiritual cleansing and renewal. Every exposed lie becomes a lesson in trusting divine protection, even when human systems fail you completely. When corruption runs this deep, prayer becomes your most powerful weapon against those who would steal not just your information, but your peace of mind. In your prayers, you'll find the spiritual answers you need for dealing with institutional betrayal that cuts this close to home. God uses even identity theft to teach you that your true worth cannot be stolen by anyone. As we've discussed this shocking revelation about your stolen identity, I want to make sure you receive future divine warnings about corruption that affects you personally. If these urgent messages about protecting your identity resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more divine revelations about threats targeting innocent people like you. Pay close attention to divine signs that confirm your identity has been compromised in this systematic theft. These aren't just random inconveniences. They are sacred warnings sent specifically to alert you about the misuse of your personal information. As you look back over recent months, you might notice unexplained official mail arriving at your address, strange phone calls asking to verify information you never provided, or official documents referencing activities you never participated in. You might have received credit reports showing accounts you never opened, government letters mentioning programs you never enrolled in, or people mentioning they saw your name in official contexts you don't recognize. Some of you have experienced unusual attention from government agencies, unexpected visits from official representatives, or paperwork with your signature that you know you never signed. These scattered pieces of evidence are like a divine puzzle, coming together to show you the complete picture. Trust your spiritual intuition when something feels wrong about official communications. That quiet voice inside warning you that paperwork doesn't seem right is your connection to divine discernment. When you feel uneasy about official phone calls, when documents arrive that make no sense, or when your gut tells you something is being hidden from you, that's the Holy Spirit alerting you to deception through your own inner knowing. Remember, you're not facing this identity crisis alone or without supernatural help. God is with you right now, surrounding you with divine protection as this corruption is finally exposed to the light. Around you stands an entire team of guardian angels, spiritual warriors, and heavenly helpers, all working together to restore your true identity and separate your clean name from these dirty deeds. This shocking revelation is designed to heal the damage that's been done, not to frighten you or leave you feeling hopeless. Feel deeply thankful for the divine timing of this exposure, because it shows how carefully your spiritual welfare has been watched over even when human systems failed you. Each step you take with this new knowledge brings you closer to complete restoration of everything that was stolen from you. The universe itself is working to distinguish between your authentic identity and the false version created by these corrupt officials. Nothing and nobody can separate your true identity from God's love and protection. Divine timing, God's perfect spiritual clock, is working in your identity situation right now in ways that will amaze you. When this high-ranking official's resignation and the investigation results are revealed at exactly the moment when you're spiritually prepared to handle this truth, that's sacred timing at work in your life. These moments prove you're connected to God's master plan for exposing corruption, living in perfect harmony with divine justice even through this violation. As these shocking revelations about identity theft become public knowledge, let them build your confidence in divine protection. Each new detail that emerges confirms you're being guided toward complete restoration of what was stolen. Pay careful attention to these unfolding events and appreciate their spiritual significance. They aren't random political scandals or coincidental corruption exposure. They're part of a loving plan to free your identity from criminal misuse. Keep your heart open to continued divine revelations about this corruption. Just as you receive these divine revelations about identity theft affecting innocent people like you, your support helps us continue sharing similar urgent warnings with others whose identities may also be compromised right now. A small super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or even $50 allows these critical warnings to reach people who don't yet know their personal information is being misused by corrupt officials. As you begin to understand the full scope of how your identity has been stolen and misused, believe that this shocking revelation can lead to incredible spiritual growth and personal empowerment. Just like a skilled jeweler uses intense heat to separate pure gold from worthless impurities, your spirit gets stronger and more authentic when false identities created by others are burned away completely. God arranges these exposures with perfect precision, even when identity theft feels like the ultimate personal violation. Focus on strengthening your spiritual identity because that's the part of you that cannot be stolen, copied, or misused by anyone. When you stay true to who God created you to be and keep your heart open to divine healing, wonderful transformations begin happening inside you. Relationships built on truth start flourishing, while deceptive connections fall away naturally. Every step you take toward reclaiming your authentic identity brings you closer to the person God always intended you to become, completely free from others' corruption. As you prepare to reclaim your stolen identity, make it a daily habit to say, "My true identity is protected by divine love." Speak these powerful words with complete trust every morning and evening. This simple spiritual practice builds an unbreakable shield of faith around your personal information that identity thieves cannot penetrate or destroy. When worry creeps in about what else might be compromised, or when you feel overwhelmed by the scope of this violation, pause for a quiet moment of connection. Use this sacred time to connect with the divine power inside you that knows your real name and authentic purpose. Trust that God is working everything out for your complete restoration, and begin each day thanking Him for exposing this corruption before worse damage was done. When you fill your thoughts with gratitude for divine protection and faith in ultimate justice, you create room for miracles of healing in your life. Your spiritual connection becomes the ultimate identity protection that no corrupt official can ever access, steal, or misuse for their criminal purposes. During this identity restoration process, you're not just healing personally, but also becoming someone who can help protect others from similar violations. This shocking experience offers you a unique chance to show God's love in action by warning people about identity theft schemes targeting innocent citizens. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your awareness and share vital protection knowledge with family and friends who trust your judgment. As you pray for your own identity restoration and connect with divine guidance, remember to reach out to others who might be facing their own suspicious official activities. Your experience can inspire and encourage people who may be victims, but don't yet realize what's happening to them. Use your story to bring light into someone else's confusion about strange official contacts or unexplained paperwork. Embrace each day as a chance to build a community of spiritually aware people who watch out for each other, creating a network of protection that stands firm against systematic corruption and identity theft schemes. In closing, as we face this identity theft revelation and whatever additional discoveries may come, let's move forward with divine courage and spiritual readiness. Be prepared to welcome God's continued protection, face restoration challenges with unwavering faith, and recognize each blessing that comes through exposure of corruption. Trust completely in the power of prayer and in God's constant presence. During your identity recovery process, you are walking on a clear path to complete victory, surrounded by divine love and strengthened by unshakable faith in justice. Keep declaring, "My true identity is protected by divine love," and watch as God's restoration power cleanses your name from all corruption and deception. If this urgent message has helped you understand the identity theft affecting innocent people, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine revelations about corruption. Hit the notification bell so you never miss critical warnings or blessings meant specifically for your protection. When you share this message with others, you multiply its protective blessing exponentially. Each person who receives this identity theft warning through you becomes part of your spiritual legacy of protection and community care. Dear Lord, please give us strength to face identity restoration challenges and the wisdom to see your hand guiding us through this corruption exposure. Grant us discernment to protect ourselves and others from future deception. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you recognize signs of identity theft in your own life, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, $50, or more. Your generous support helps us continue sharing these urgent divine messages with other innocent people whose identities may be compromised. Please share in the comments what other corruption topics or divine protection messages you'd like to hear in our upcoming videos. Your suggestions help us bring you exactly the spiritual guidance and warnings you need most during these challenging times.